Whoa! My cat wants to play with like pretty much anything that I touch. Say hello. Hello, beautiful. Today we will be looking at this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This foundation received a Reader's Choice Award, and it is known for being one of the best drugstore foundations of 2021. So in today's video, we are going to see if that is true. We're going to try it out and just overall see how it looks on the face, if it can really be claimed as like the best drugstore foundation in 2021. I love making beauty product review videos for you, and I also love trying out new makeup. So if that is also your jam, you want to make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also feel free to like this video if you found that it was helpful, that you enjoyed it, you're into this Maybelline foundation. Make sure to hit that like button. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. Before I start this video, I just want to let you know that I am not a drugstore foundation person. I find that I've dabbled in my best drugstore foundations a handful of times, and it's like, nope, I don't like it. I just don't like drugstore foundations, and mainly the reason why is because they usually transfer. A lot of them come off looking too orangey, or it just doesn't feel very nice on my skin. So overall, I just want to let you know that I am not a drugstore foundation person. So if this one works well, then I'm going to be really shocked. But also the reason why I am telling you that is just to let you know that I am super picky when it comes to drugstore foundations. I feel like we have a little bit of time in this video because I'm just testing out the foundation. So I just want to quickly say hello. Hello. If you are a fellow subscriber and you've been like watching my content for a little while, there's like cat hair flying in the air, you'll know I've been kind of MIA, honestly, kind of since Christmas. I feel like I've been posting a lot less content, but it has been I'm like looking at the wrinkles on my forehead. Did I always have that or no? Yeah, like a handful of stuff has happened. So where did it all start? So at like, first things first, reason why I haven't been consistently posting in probably like the past 3 weeks is I've actually gotten sick 3 times in a span of 1.5 months. So that's definitely, at least this week, that has prevented me from posting content. And second reason is, well, last week I got a new kitten. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been wanting this specific breed, a Siberian cat, for like the past 2 years. Finally got it, picked it up last week, and I just wanted to take some time off to play with the new kitten. And the week before that, my boyfriend got a new dog, a Shih Tzu dog. I think I showed him already. Yeah, I showed him already. So yeah, also, how to adjust to that. So now that all the distractions are gone, and hopefully, I don't get sick again, I could just continue to keep pumping out content for you. Okay, so this is the foundation. This is what it looks like. And I got mine in the shade 332, Golden Caramel. So one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of drugstore foundations is the color match. I feel like I need a more accurate shade match, and that's more difficult to find when it comes to drugstore. So what I did is, I believe the website is called Foundation. I'm not quite sure, but you could just Google like how to match this specific foundation, like how to find your shade. And that's what I did. And this is the shade match that it gave me. I matched this with the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation, and then it came up with this one. So that's how I chose this. Otherwise, I would have been kind of lost as to what shade I was. I most likely would have got a shade darker. So let's go ahead and get started. But yeah, it has been like it's been pretty crazy here with the new babies. It's a really interesting experience getting two baby animals together at the same time. It's been a lot of fun. It's been so freaking cute, especially now that they're like actually playing with each other. But it's also been like a handful and just like having to adjust. Yeah, but if you have any questions about, you know, having little fur babies too at the same time, let me know. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and this is what it looks like. It just comes in this bottle here. It doesn't have a dispenser. This is what the applicator looks like. It doesn't have a dispenser. The e.l.f. foundation, however, does have a dispenser. I also want to note that this is only $3. I believe at some places it was like around $8, but on Amazon you can get it for $3. So if this actually is like a really good foundation, then but then again, also I'm curious exactly what is inside, like what are the ingredients of this foundation for it to be $3. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Beauty Blender. Something is just telling me that this is probably going to work best with the Beauty Blender. So that's where we're going to start. And I don't even know like how to pour this out because I haven't used this type. I have literally been against drugstore foundations. The reason why I even like had an interest to pick this up is because I was running out of like content ideas. There was like no new makeup that I was interested in trying, so that's why I decided to just pick this up. But now, beginning of January, there's like so much new makeup out there. That actually looks really good. Let me go ahead and look at myself in my mirror. Whoa. Okay, wow. Hey, Benji, what are you doing? Okay, so my oldest dog just threw up. Anyways, yeah. I fed him a new diet yesterday, so I guess that's why. Okay, so while I went and took care of that, I did notice that it was a little difficult to tell like which side of my face I put foundation on. Of course, I just did one very small layer, so that's that. But I eventually was able to tell like which side I had the foundation. And one that is telling me that this is an excellent shade match. I also noticed that it is doing a little bit of pore control. This is the side of my face without, and this is with it on. So again, we're seeing here a little bit of pore control, but just, I'm obsessed with the color, and I'm also obsessed with the finish. It's soft and incredibly lightweight. So we're gonna go ahead and build it up a little bit to see what we can get. So I have about this much now. I will say though that I would be more than happy to just wear this as like basically a tinted moisturizer. You can already see for yourself with just this like extremely thin layer, I'm getting more even complexion. It's a little bit brighter underneath my eye, and overall it just looks a little bit smoother. And again, like I don't feel it, and ironically this is one of the most comfortable like foundations, or in this sense like a tinted moisturizer that I have ever tried. And that's saying a lot because I'm talking about like $60, $70 foundations, tinted moisturizers. Honestly, literally 100% cannot feel it on my skin. And that's saying a lot because that's another reason why I'm not a big fan of drugstore foundations, is because they tend to just not feel that good on the skin. Let's go ahead and build it up. I'm just obsessed with how accurate this color is. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? That's insane. So that's basically, I would say that's roughly like one layer. I feel like I put half a layer on with the first layer. But look at that. Like, look at how much smoother my skin looks. I also like it because I feel like it's brightening up my complexion just a little bit. That could be because like it's like a smidge, tiny smidge lighter. Yeah, you can see my forehead. It's like the color is identical, and that's really difficult to achieve with drugstore foundations, especially like paying $3 for this. It still feels smooth, and I do not feel it whatsoever. This is insane. I can't believe it. With all of the higher end foundations that I've tried, this is one of the best foundations I have tried from 2021. And in general, like all my life, this is one of the best foundations I've tried. I am in shock though. So we're obviously, I mean, I wasn't gonna do it at first. I was going to just try it on and see what it looked like, and then like that's the end of my review. But now we're turning this into a full day's wear test. It is currently 6:54 p.m. I'm just gonna come back later and let you guys know how it wears, because I'm in banking, or not banking, but I'm in such disbelief that I feel like the con of it will be that, you know, it won't be either it won't be long lasting, or it's not transfer proof. Most of the foundations are not transfer proof, and that gets really annoying. I am going to build this up one more time because I just want to see what I'm gonna get when I make it more like full coverage. I'm gonna apply a little bit more this time. It's about how much I'm putting. Let's see what we get. Ooh, it is definitely buildable. That's beautiful. Oh my god. Wow, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have gotten to 3 layers, might be like 2 layers. I don't want to pack on any more because I don't feel like it's necessary, and I am prone to get oily, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But I am loving it. Let's check the mirror again. Oh wow, 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 wow. All right, so 1, I love it because I think it looks amazing, smoothing out the complexion, lightening up my under eye, hiding the pores a little bit. Cannot feel it on my face. Perfect shade match. It's great. It literally feels like a high-end foundation. However, it cannot compete with my luxury foundations because there's really no radiance, especially when I look into the mirror. It's just a very flat foundation. Flat foundation. Like, there's no radiance. There's no like, oh my god, my face looks flawless. It's just your everyday foundation when you want it to look identical to how your skin looks. Most people's skin does not look radiant or flawless, right? And I feel like this is the closest you can get to natural, flawless, good-looking skin. Like, maybe you're 10 years old. I feel like this is the closest you can get to that. So I love it. I'm absolutely blown away. And like I said, once I finish off this side of my face, we're just gonna come back to the end of the day. I'm gonna let you know if it transfers. I'm also gonna let you know just how it wears throughout the day, if it'll look better or whatnot. But as of now, I absolutely love this. I have no idea how a foundation can be $3. I definitely want to order like backup just in case this ever goes away, and I would just be so content with like only having this foundation in my makeup collection. It is just so easy to use, but one of my favorite parts is just how I do not feel it. I also love how I was able to get that like tinted moisturizer effect with a very thin layer and build it up. I could build it up even more. I love it. I'm shocked. I don't know. I like I said, I'm not big on drugstore foundations, but this is just amazing. What I'm gonna do now is I want to see if I could jazz up this foundation and turn it into a like luxury foundation. So I'm gonna go in with a luxury primer. I'm gonna take my Gucci primer, apply this, and then I'm also going to set it with a nice luxury setting powder, and we're gonna see if we can make this drugstore foundation a luxury foundation. Yeah, it definitely has like a matte texture to it, and it's slightly soft. It doesn't feel like a high-end foundation, but it's still nice. It's soft, it's, okay, I already said that, but it's a nice foundation. The texture is nice. This foundation is also a lot smaller. This is 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters. Let's go ahead and now I could clearly tell which side. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you have tried this foundation. I've actually heard about this foundation a lot, so I know that I'm late to this foundation, but like I said, I'm just not a drugstore foundation person, so I was like, there's no way it could be that good. Wow. I don't know if you could tell, but it already looks more radiant. It looks a bit more like hydrated and radiant. There's like a glow here. I don't know if you could tell. Whereas this side looks flat and matte. And then this side. Can you tell? Okay. I'm gonna do a smidge, a little bit more. I really like how easy it is to use this product. I also love how you're getting this amazing look with first application, because a lot of foundations, it takes like an hour to like 30 minutes to see that like wow factor. Yeah, it does look different. The side where I put the Gucci primer, it just looks a little bit more hydrated. It almost feels like the color has changed as well. Like the Gucci primer side looks a little bit brighter, like more of like a yellowish tone, whereas the other side without any primer, it almost looks like it's starting to create a little bit of like a grayish cast. I don't know if you could see that. I could see it right now, but I just feel like the Gucci primer side looks so much better. But it's also kind of depends on what you're going for. Because I did use that Gucci primer, I feel like it's now making it more into like a slightly like dewier look, whereas this side is just like flat and matte. But yeah, I really do like the Gucci side better, which, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of like buying a drugstore foundation. But it's nice to know. I mean, you could save yourself some money, get this foundation, and just get, you know, a luxury primer, and you can jazz up this foundation, make it look a lot nicer. So also in addition to that, just to see like how radiant I can make this look, I'm gonna go in with my Dior Air Flash, and this basically just makes your skin look like you got a filter on. It's gonna make it look softer and smoother, and of course more radiant. I'm just gonna apply it on the Gucci side of my face, just so that I can again show you if we can jazz up this foundation and turn it into a luxury foundation. Ooh, that was actually hard to do with just, that's weird. I've never seen the the white in it before. I don't know why I did that. Maybe because I sprayed it too close to my face. Doesn't it look like so much more radiant? Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. And again, I'm gonna come back in later and let you know the final result and my final opinion of this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Okay, here we are. It's been like roughly 5 hours now. I have a different background. I removed my background. Let's get down to the overall wear over the past 5 hours. It looks like identical to when I first applied it. I am just kind of blown away with this. And again, I did pay $3. Now, this is hands down a foundation that I would buy if I was not a YouTuber, if I didn't have to like try all these foundations and stuff like that. Like this would hands down be the one that I would wear. I think as of right now, it's actually one of my favorite foundations, which is just so mind-blowing because it's Drugstore. Only thing, like I said in the beginning, it cannot do is it can't beat a luxury foundation. But as far as my high-end foundations, Fenty, even my Estee Lauder Double Wear, my Rare Beauty foundation, I can honestly say it's like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's better. I'm not going to say it's better, but it's definitely like comparable. Like it's definitely a dupe for sure. So I'm going to just go ahead and list some of the reasons why I love this foundation. I love the way it feels on my skin. I still cannot feel it. There's no oiliness whatsoever. My face just feels completely matte, but at the same time not too dry. I just love the way it looks. And you can see right now there is like a slight blurring effect to it too. Really helped to hide my pores as well. Yeah, it looks great on my cell phone camera. When I take selfies, it looks great. It looks great here. Pretty much everything I said in the beginning, it remains true till now. And it just worked so well with all the rest of my makeup. Like I applied some cream blush, my cream bronzer. I think only thing is I didn't set it with powder, but I don't really feel like this even needs powder because like there's no oiliness, there's no shininess. This is like a true matte foundation. I definitely would consider it one of the best drugstore foundations of 2021, but for me it's the best drugstore foundation that I have ever tried. Also, I was checking to see if it would transfer. It didn't transfer over my mask, and then I took a towel and I placed it on my face, and then I didn't get any transfer. But then I took the towel and I dragged it across, and then I got a little bit of transfer there. But it's so much better than the other drugstore foundations I've tried. So yeah, that's pretty much my review for this foundation. Like I said, I think the only thing that this foundation cannot do is like give you that radiant luxury foundation look. But as you can see from when I applied the Gucci primer and then I put the setting spray on top, I do see a little bit of radiance on this side. It's not as good as if I were to use my Fenty foundation and try to make that more of a radiant foundation, but it does a pretty darn good job. I'm in shock. It's like mind-blowing. This is an amazing foundation. That is going to be it for my review today. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more content like this in the future. And yeah, that's it. I hope to see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.